Chuck, start us out with your NFC West predictions.
NFC West. I've got the Rams winning this division. I think Matthew Stafford, assuming he's going to be fine, and I'm more on the same page now of a Dan Orlovsky, who made this great point, who I got to give him credit because I'm going to steal what he said. They were being careful with Matthew Stafford because this is the last dance. Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay are going to try to win the Super Bowl with Devontae Adams and with a young Puka Nacua, Jared Verse, Braden Fisk, that whole defense. The Rams are going all in this year. They just had to make absolutely sure Matthew Stafford was ready to go. This team might win 14 games, genuinely. I've got the Niners also having a great year. I've got them struggling with the schedule a little bit. So I've got them second place. I've got the Seahawks third, a team a lot of people are high on, a team that people don't realize how good they were last year. I love Kenneth Walker. I think he's one of the better running backs in the NFL that people don't realize. Kenneth Walker is genuinely like a top elite echelon back in the NFL. The people who say that it's going to be a timeshare with Charbonnet, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Sharp's good. K9 is that dude. JSN's good. Cooper Kupp's good. My concern is Sam Darnold. I think they're going to be about as good as they were with Prime Geno and Prime Pete Carroll. Not Prime, but you know what I mean. And then I've got the Cardinals. Feisty defense. They're in last place in this division.
I've got the exact same. I don't want to add on to it because Chuck took words out of my mouth. Look at the exact same. Right there with you.
I don't. I totally agree with you on the Rams. I think the Rams are a Super Bowl contender. I think they can win the Super Bowl. I will not be surprised whatsoever. This team is set up right now. Like, they are so talented and they have the best coach in the division. I don't care if people love Kyle Shanahan. I don't care that Sean McVay was one of his disciples. Sean McVay is the best head coach probably in the NFC. The next I actually have the Seahawks finishing second instead of the San Francisco 49ers. The Seahawks are building over there, and they we've already went through this. I don't know if I need to go through all this again. They are a very good team, and I think right out the gate, they're going to make San Francisco 0-1 on day one. And then in terms of San Francisco, I have them in third, but I still have them finishing with a ton of wins. They're going to struggle in division. That's why I have them in third, because I do think they're going to struggle against the Rams, who Sean McVay has their number every time they play. And then the Seattle, I think, is better. I just think they're simply a better overall team right now. San Francisco's very injured going into the year. They barely have enough skill players on the offensive side of the ball to even start at this point. They had to go trade for Brian Robinson Jr. because their whole backfield is destroyed outside of CMC. I love CMC this year for fantasy, but I can't pretend that he's going to be the CMC of old in terms of winning football games. I don't know. Maybe he's less efficient. So for me, I'm going to have San Francisco in third, but I still think they're going to have a decent year and make the playoffs. I have Seattle also making the playoffs. This is the division I have teams making the playoffs from. And then in last place is Arizona, who I have zero faith in outside of a young, growing team. Kyler Murray will win them a few games. They will not be a top 5 pick in the NFL, but they will still finish last.
Yeah, again, I'm opposite of all y'all. I've got the Niners winning the division.
I can see that.
I definitely think that people are sleeping, in parentheses, I guess you could say, on the 49ers because everybody's got this love for what is going on in LA, and I agree it is a juicy thing to look at for sure, but the Niners know how to win games in the regular season especially, and I think Kyle Shanahan's going to get those guys right again and back on the right path. Let's just hope they stay healthy. If they don't stay healthy, obviously they're not going to win this division, but I'm going to put good juju out there that nobody in the NFL gets hurt. So I got the Niners in first. I've got the LA Rams in second. I still am concerned about Matthew Stafford. I don't think you need to get reps with a new receiver. That's Devontae Adams. And if you're hurt, you're hurt. And we'll see. And then I've got the Seahawks. We talked about it last podcast, I think, where people are very sleep on the Seattle Seahawks. And Arizona Cardinals, as much as I like and want them to win, Kyler Murray's just not it.